good? What's good? So obviously I was watching Undisputed today with Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, and they was talking about taunting. Now obviously Pete Carroll said that it's just getting out of hand. I don't see the big deal of taunting. I think taunting is like is like an art form. It's like a freedom of expression. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not really going out there and you know taunting for real. You know what I'm saying? You're just doing it for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? But other players may not feel that way, especially if other players or other teams are getting blown out and you up in their face and all that stuff. Like they don't want to do all that because they're gonna have to ride a 2 hour, 3 hour bus ride back to the hotel, fly to wherever town they're from, and you know what I'm saying. So that can escalate to a fight and all this stuff. So the business aspect, I get it, but for the fans, for y'all, I mean, obviously football. Football was always a sport of trash talk. You can do football. I mean, you can say football, basketball, whatever. But it's coming time to where football has changed over the years. You know what I'm saying? Um, so what is taunting? You know, how can like first of all, you can't remove taunting from the game. You know, the way you taunt, the way you trash talk, it's a part of football. You know, like people have to I'm not gonna include people. I'm just gonna say football players have to understand, or um, the media has to understand that taunting is just a love of the game. That's why we taunt. That's why certain players do certain things. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I remember when Josh Norman did that bow and arrow thing. You know what I'm saying? He got flagged for it, or I think he got fined for it. You know what I'm saying? Like if he said in an interview, like in the press conference, he said that I wasn't aiming at no one. I was just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like to get my teams all pumped up and hyped up. Like I wasn't really, trying to harm anybody or whatever have you. But the NFL saw that as a threat. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do stuff like that, that's like hood shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like hood stuff. That's like stuff from the projects. Like, oh, you owe me 250. Oh, okay, I'ma see you. You do that little, you know what I'm saying? Like you do that little gun thing at them. You know what I'm saying? Or any kind of gesture, hand gesture, they don't like that. They don't like this. They don't like this. They don't like this. Like, but like I said, man, the NFL is dying. The NFL has been dead. Um, I mean, why people continue to pour their money into this cesspool, I don't know. I don't know. I do it. The only reason why I haven't stopped watching football is because, I'm a professional gambler. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, I've won, $250,000 or this and that. I win money here and there. I win 80, 90, 70 bucks here and there. You know what I'm saying? Because when I used to have DraftKings and FanDuel, because I only had like two phones. You know what I'm saying? I only had two phones throughout my whole entire life. So, I mean, I didn't run through a lot of phones like most people do. You know what I'm saying? So when I had my first phone, that fell in the water. That junk was, obviously, you know how you do. You take everything out. There's certain phones that you can have. You can usually like take everything apart and just let it, let it dry and then put it back in and turn it back on to see if it works. Mine was working. Mine did that, but it was lagging. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I do something on the screen, it's like it's taking forever to get to that app. So I had to switch phones, and I had this phone for like about what 4 or 5 years. I bought this phone. Um, I bought this phone. Let me see, 2017. I bought this phone in 2017, so I had this phone since 18, 19, 20, 21. So I had this phone nearly over 4 years now. Next year is gonna make it 5 years. So, but I had FanDuel and I had FanDuel and DraftKings. But the thing is, they was asking me for my ID. Like even if I did win, a lot of money or a little bit, I couldn't even do nothing with it because I can't do anything with my ID. And every time I do scan it, it's like asking me questions like verify your ID, verify your last name, verify this, verify that. So, I just said F it. So, I didn't even do DraftKings no more. I didn't do FanDuel no more. So I found out the super app, not the super app, super draft, which is totally great. They don't ask you for your ID, they don't ask you for nothing. All you have to do is just deposit money, or if you do have money in there, you can use it in one of the draft pools, whatever have you. I know I'm going off topic, but I'm just you know you can play for like 25 cents, you could play for $1, you could play for $2, $10, the whole bidding thing. And I won quite some money. I have $130 in there. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't go by DraftKings. No, it doesn't go by Super Draft, doesn't go by Cash App or PayPal. You can write it as a check, or you could deposit it into your bank account. Whatever bank account you have, you could deposit it, and you just write the amount that you want to be in deposit. Like you just write the amount that you don't want to deposit in there, and it's probably going to take like 2 to 3 business days to confirm and saying that the transaction has been completed, and then whatever phone number you have on your file or email, they'll send it to you, and that's it. Nothing. But yeah, man. So just it's just stupid, you know. Like you already handicapped the defense, so now so now if an offensive player does it, does he get penalized? Right. So if an offensive player, so if Mike Evans, catches like a 70-yard bomb by Tom Brady down the field and he flexing on another opponent, does he get the flag too, or is it just one sided? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's just on defensive players, that sucks. That sucks. I think Keelan Allen was flexing on the Cowboys defender, and obviously he got flagged. So it works on both sides. It doesn't really matter if it's offensively or defensively. You're still gonna get penalized. But it's just stupid. It's the nature of the game. This is why I don't put football is the most violent sport, because it's not violent. What violent do you see? You don't see people heads be taken off, because if you do, that's going to be a flag, that's going to be a fine. You already know what it is. So the NFL right now is a soft league. It's not a violent league, it's a soft league. Back around the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, sure. But in the year 2021, it's a soft league. Like I said, I only use football for betting purposes. Yes, I know I have a team too. I wish the Giants could lose every month. I wish the Giants can lose every damn game. Shoot, that would make me a millionaire. Like I'll literally have like one K in my account right now if I bet against the Giants each and every day. But I know if I do bet against the Giants, this Sunday I might probably lose because I have zero faith in the Falcons whatsoever. And I don't think the Falcons is gonna come to MetLife and beat the Giants. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, like it's taunting. It's taunting. It's not like a big fight is gonna. But then again, you know how emotions are running wild. You know what I'm saying? Like you worked so hard to get where you were, and then you lose the game. You know, you do all that just to lose the game, and somebody's right in your face taunting you. It's like, dude, if you don't get the f out my face, like, and then the fight is gonna start breaking out, and you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want another malice of the palace in the NFL, you know what I'm saying? So, but I get why, but still, or every time they be picking people off, they go as a collective group. They go as the defense goes as a group and pose. So is that taunting? Or if a DB knocks the ball down and he spread his arms like this, is that taunting? Like the NFL, listen, thank gosh I'm not passionate. I'm not passionately involved in the NFL. Because if I was, my hair would have probably gone back like 5 more inches. You know, like the level of stress it puts on fans each and every day. It sucks. You know, like I get more anxiety watching basketball game than I do a football game, right? I get more anxiety watching a basketball game than I do a football game because a basketball game, it don't matter how great of a defense you play, that ball is going in the hoop. Football is one on one. It's cornerback versus wide receiver, unless like there's safety or free safety over the top. But if it's just one on one, wide receivers or cornerbacks might probably come down with it 50% of the time or 80% of the time. But I mean, basketball, you don't have to worry about that. Basketball, you don't have to worry about taunting. But football, on the other hand, man, they need to reverse this. They need to do something because this is just straight up stupid. It really is. It's taking a lot from the game. You already handcuffed the defense. Like, what more can y'all possibly want? Like, I get it. Y'all want a lot of fireworks. Y'all want a lot of touchdowns. People don't want to see running backs run. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like an explosive play. But then again, you probably pop that like 2 or 3 times. Like not every carry you're going to get negative, positive yards. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, airing it out 30 to 45 times, it's better. You know what I'm saying? Because you have more room and, what I'm saying, you can navigate through the fields and stuff like that. But it's just stupid. It really is. And, I mean, that's all I have to say. You can't really say too much, you know. Um, it's just, and I agree with Skip, you know. Even he agrees with Shannon. Like it's pathetic. Like what's the NFL? Like what's the NFL coming to? But then again, y'all still gonna watch it. I don't watch it. I watch it because I gamble. That's difference. Y'all watch it because y'all want y'all team to win. I do too watch, even though I don't even though there's not a lot of Giants games down here in Orlando. We don't have any primetime games unless, we have two. We have two primetime games remaining. After that, all of our games are going to be at 1 o'clock. So I might probably watch both of those primetime games, but other than that, we don't have no primetime games. You know? Like, the NFL picks and chooses who they want as in prime time. Like, how many primetime games does the Browns have? Probably a lot. Probably like four or three. Probably four. But it's just it's just taking the fun out the game. It really is. You know, um, it really is. But I mean, that's y'all sport, not mine. So I mean, I don't. I mean, whether I mean, I'm not expecting. I'm not expecting much from the Giants this year. It's not like they're gonna win on. It's not like they're gonna go on a winning streak, and you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they might. They're supposed to win. I mean, I picked them to win, but I know, I picked them to win, but let's say they do win, and then they turn around and lose to the Saints by 40. So where was all that Sunday when y'all was facing the Falcons, but y'all come out here and lay an egg against the damn Saints? And not only do you have to face the Saints, but again the Cowboys and the LA Rams. So it's just But anyways, man, it's just I know I'm going off topic, but um, it's just like, what's the NFL doing? Like, I know it's for protection and you're protecting your players, but these are grown men. These ain't kids. These ain't 17-year-olds. This ain't 18-year-olds. This is not the NBA. It's the NFL. You got grown men, okay? You got men in their 20s, 30s, and 40s playing this game. So, for the simple fact that y'all can't go out y'all way and just let them play, just let them be men. Like, if a fight winds up breaking out, okay, you get 4 or 5 refs, break it up. Teammates are probably gonna break it up, but then again, another teammate might probably throw a punch. It really is. Like, I remember the Rams against the Giants when Odell went up against that defense. You know what I'm saying? You saw how that brawl out. So, but that was just a different situation. But still, like, how many joint practices ended in scuffling, fighting? You know what I'm saying? That's why I never liked the joint practices. It's stupid. You know, like, you already seeing, like, you practice with your own teammates, and you see the opponent when you see the opponent. You don't gotta practice with them and then have to play with them the next. Like, that's just. But anyways, man, that's the NFL for you. Just sucking up, just a big cesspool. That's all the NFL is. The NFL is just a big ass cesspool, just sucking up all y'all money. But again, I can understand because it's business, right? Like, you pay your hard-earned money. Like, how much tickets are like 400, 500, 430, 420? You pay all that just to sit in those uncomfortable seats. You might probably sit high, you might probably sit low, you might probably have to stand up the whole entire game because you can't really see all too far. And you don't know if your team's gonna win, you don't know if your team's gonna lose. So the feeling of that is like like I spent all my money for that, man. I could have just gone to the bar or over my friend's house, thinking smart. Like, if I was in your position, I wouldn't even go to the games. I wouldn't even go to the games. I'd probably go to a bar Or if I know my friend has like NFL Pass, whatever, I might probably slide at his crib, watch it there, and that could save me $520, instead of just throwing money like y'all are rich or something, which y'all probably aren't, but it is what it is. Like for me, I only went to Madison Square Garden 3 times. 3 times. The first one was to watch The Wizard of Oz. Okay, Madison Square Garden. My mom took me. It was a, elementary field trip. The second time I went there was around 2014. I saw the Miami Heat and the Knicks for the first time. And 2019, I went there because my sister-in-law had a wedding. So I've been in Madison Square Garden 3 times, you know. So, but I mean, it's a beautiful arena. Don't get me wrong. It's a beautiful arena. It's like as soon as you walk in, you can feel the electricity. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see why a lot of teams drop 50, 60, 70 points when they go there. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, it's just let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Is taunting really messing up the NFL? Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.